All right. I may not be on today. I may not be on during the game. However, RB's going to come on, and the chat better be rocking because this team deserves our full love and our full attention, and it is just so awesome to be able to witness another Red October. This is the year, man. I don't want to hear anything about the I don't want to hear anything about the Mets like coming into Philly. I don't want to hear anything from these negative people, okay? Feel the way that you want to feel. The truth is that Kodai Senga is going to pitch in game 1. And he's going up against Zack Wheeler. Kodai, I know he's been really good throughout his career. But the first outing that you have is at Citizens Bank Park in front of 45,000 people that are all going to be booing. I'm just going to say it out loud. Man, today, I feel confident. I feel so confident today with the Phillies going out there and dominating game 1. We take it one game at a time. This Mets team is hot. Let's be real. Okay, we get flashbacks to the 2022 Phillies, of course. We know with the way that baseball has gone, the hot teams usually are the teams that go far. The thing that I'm going to tell you, though, about the Mets is that I want to know who's their closer. I want to know who in their bullpen is reliable in the 9th inning. Phillies have guys. Phillies have a lot of rest with their bullpen. And bullpens, at the end of the day, do matter. I know that hitting gives you runs, but defense and pitching is what wins you championships at the end of the day in Major League Baseball. That's just the nature of how it works. And when you have the right arms that are out there, that's what really does matter. Yes, the bats did go cold. The bats did go cold last year, and that was a big problem for the Phillies. Okay, last year. And that was why they lost. However, I don't see the bats going that ice cold against this Mets ball club. I don't see that happening. There's no reason why they shouldn't be the favorites. Really. They have earned our love and our respect because of where they are right now in the standings, okay? They could not control the Mets. The Mets are who they are. We got what we want. We wanted the bye. We got the rest that we needed. And I can't stand that there's some people that are out there that actually do believe that the rest is going to be really bad for this team. They needed the rest. They needed Bryce to get healthy. They needed guys to have time off. That's really like what mattered at the end of the day. Okay? And we got what we wanted. A lot of us asked for that. And I just can't stand that. I just can't stand that some of y'all are now like, well, I don't know, man. Like this Mets team is like looking really good. We're either in it or we're not in it, man. That's the way that I look at it. And I feel really good with this baseball team, with Zack Wheeler on the mound today, Christopher Sanchez pitching in game 2 tomorrow. I think that that's the right move. I said that Christopher Sanchez should be pitching in a game 2 regardless, and let's see what happens in game 3 with Aaron Nola on the road, okay? But the bottom line is that you have a team with Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, and Trea Turner. There is no excuse as to why this team should not win this series and make it all the way back to the World Series. The expectation is for them to get into the World Series, and I feel pretty good They have the chemistry, and they have the team. They have the personnel to do it. They look like they're hungry. Did you see John Middleton bursting into tears when he was listening to those highlights on 94 WIP? Did you listen to Bryce Harper's interview that he had on 94 WIP? Okay, did you hear about the inter-squad game that they had on Wednesday where Castellanos hit a home run and the offense actually did put up 5 runs and it ended in a tie? All I'm saying is that we have as good of a shot as anybody, and there's no reason why we shouldn't feel. We can feel nervous. We can feel a little bit like jittery about it, but there's no reason why we should feel scared, especially in game 1. Okay. Zack Wheeler is our ace. Zack Wheeler is the second best pitcher, arguably, in baseball. So that's just like what I wanted to come on here and say. Okay. Kyle Schwarber, man, and this offense, I need to see runs today. I need to see them put up some really good at-bats against Kodai Senga and just be ready out there. This crowd is going to be roaring. They just are. Zack, as soon as Zack Wheeler steps on that bump today, there's going to be so much excitement at Citizens Bank Park. It's a great atmosphere to play in. It's the best. Okay? So I feel really good, and I don't really think that there's a reason why people should feel negative. You can feel, but that's the way that I look at it. I'm so ready for this, man. Again, I'm not going to be on the stream today. RB is going to be on. All right. I wanted to just come on here though, and I just wanted to let you guys know how really excited I am because they deserve to be where they are, and they deserve our full love and our full support today. And if you feel nervous, like that's totally fine. You have every right to feel nervous. Everybody should feel nervous. That's the truth. But at the same time, you should feel pretty good. You should. So, all right. Well, I was going to say one other thing. I think that I'm just curious to see how this lineup is going to look today. I don't know if you're gonna back Castellanos in the 4 spot or if you're gonna put Bohm in the 4 spot. I would personally put Casti in the cleanup spot and have Bohm bat 5th because Castellanos has had a very hot bat right now. But that's the way that I look at it. In regards to Kodai Senga pitching today, I think you got to put Stott and Marsh out there as well. But yeah, I don't really feel scared at all. I really don't. I don't feel scared. I feel like that we control our own destiny. And if for some reason we do get knocked out, no matter what it is, okay, we go down swinging, and we can't lose. We can't lose. We can't. We have to do it. And we can. So, I know that we're going to get a lot of Mets fans today. I can't wait for all the trolls to come into the chat. Well, I'm not here. And RB is just going to be doing RB types of things. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be great. The I-95 series. I still can't believe that this is the first time ever in rivalry history that they're going to be playing each other in the playoffs. You think about how far back this rivalry goes. It's one of the top rivalries in baseball, and they have never played each other in the postseason up until this weekend. Should be a fun one. I honestly did want this matchup. I did. I thought that the Mets were the more talented team compared to the Milwaukee Brewers, and the Mets executed. Okay. My question about the Mets is not only about their bullpen. Okay. But I also am a little bit nervous about their decision-making as well from their manager. I'm a little bit nervous about our manager, Rob Thompson, and his decisions, but I trust Rob more than I trust Carlos Mendoza. That's the truth. So, want to get to your comments. Let's do that right now. Let's go, Phillies. Only here because history has repeated itself over and over and over again. I agree with that pitching lineup. Wheeler, Sanchez, Nola. The bank is going to go crazy today. Can you just understand what Kodai Senga is going to witness today and what these Mets are going to witness today? They have to come to Philadelphia with this is not the Wells Fargo Center, okay? I'm sorry to say this, and I've said this before. This is not a basketball town. Philly is not a basketball town. It's a football and a baseball town. So with what the Knicks did to us last year, taking over the arena, that's not going to happen this year because our Phillies fans are going to show up. I have no doubt about that. And when you're playing in front of a crowd like that magnitude, where your phone's going to be going off and it's going to and it tells you that you're going to go deaf because it's like going to a rock concert, that's what he's stepping into. Any team that has that home field advantage is gonna boost from that. Like Larry Boa, I remember like when I got to see him a couple months ago, he said that he never believed in home field advantage until he saw the crowds that the Phillies drew in 2022 and in 2023. With the way that city is, it's just so different. I was watching the Padres game the other day. As I got to give the Padres fans a lot of credit. You know, they definitely showed up and they were there. But it still is nothing like Philly. And Milwaukee, with all due respect, that Milwaukee fan base at American Family Field, it's not going to be like that. It's like that times 5. Times 10, maybe. So, the city is ready for today. JJ, my guy, let's go. Worried about the superstition. Every team that beats Milwaukee goes to win the World Series. I'm not looking at it that way. Okay, we have Zack Wheeler out there on the bump. Okay, I feel as good as anybody else should. This team has won at least 6 game ones, 6 straight game ones, because that guy has been on the mound for us. And RB was also telling me today that Zack Wheeler, there was a report that came out about yesterday about Zack Wheeler having to actually pay for a ticket when he was in a Mets uniform to go to a playoff game. You think that that's not chalkboard material for him? Oh, it certainly is. It certainly is. I'm ready. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'll be checking in a little bit later today in the chat. The city is ready for today. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm sure that there's already traffic right now as we speak because that's our city, man. We show up. We show up for our baseball and for our football teams. That's how it goes. All right. I love you all to death. I will catch you all in the next one. Just wanted to come on here for just 15 minutes or so. I know I didn't really post a thumbnail or anything. I just wanted this to be sort of like an informal thing where I didn't really have any notes, but I wanted to give you my raw emotion and let you know how I truly felt or how I truly feel. I feel good. I feel really, really good. I do. Let's go out there and produce, man. I wanted this. I did. Any way you look at it, I would have taken the Brewers or the Mets. I said it from the very beginning. I said, who would I rather play? I don't care. I don't care. So, it's the Mets. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I want to send them home. All right, love you all. Catch you all in the next one. Peace out. Let's go, Phils, man. Red October is here. Bye.